So let's get into the show, y'all. As y'all know, Bishop Nathaniel declared war on France and an attack on the king. Attack on the king's men is an attack on the king.
That's right.
So guess what? We've been prophesying against France, and the Lord answered our prayers as he always does.
That's right.
A lot of y'all think we've been playing. A lot of y'all think we've been playing when we tell y'all what's about to come. Who was that? Deacon Malachi brought it out. He said, mark me.
Yep.
Mark me. Destruction coming to France. Go ahead. Hey, take the call. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey, shalom, leadership. Most High Christ bless.
Hey,
E-Hood calling in.
E-Hood.
Yes, sir. You know I gotta do my weekly call. All praise for the Lions Den.
All praise, all praise.
Yes, sir. Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Most High Christ bless. Get the phone lines jumping for us. So the phone lines is open. Call in, call in. Appreciate you for calling in, E-Hood. So,
all right, go to Isaiah 45 and 4 on something you said. I don't know if people was looking at on what you just said. Isaiah 45 and verse number 4.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 4.
Let's go.
For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect.
Israel, mine elect. So what he said, attack on the king's men is attack on the king?
Right.
An attack on the Israelites, you attacking Christ and the Most High.
There you go.
That's the king's men that we're talking about. We are the king's men. So you want to attack us? The Most High gonna have something to pay.
There you
He's
go.
gonna have recompense for y'all.
There you go.
Hope y'all heathens recognize that. Keep messing with us, and you see what's gonna happen. You better keep messing with Ishmael.
Right.
Leave us alone.
They finna find out real quick with what Ishmael gonna do. It's already written what they gonna do.
Right.
They see what God gonna do to them, but they don't believe it. They don't truly believe it, but they gonna find out. Go ahead, press play on that first video. Press play. So this is in France.
A major hailstorm hit Paris and several cities in the Ile-de-France region. A worsening rainstorm was expected in the afternoon of Saturday, May 3rd, in the capital after several days of intense heat. Several days of unseasonable heat across portions of Europe broke in spectacular fashion this weekend as a line of severe thunderstorms swept across northern France. A major hailstorm rolled through the heart of Paris on Saturday afternoon, forcing residents and tourists alike to flee the dramatic thunderstorm. Much of Europe has endured above-seasonal temperatures for the past few days as a strong ridge of high pressure settled over the region. The United Kingdom likely experienced its warmest ever start to May. Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport recorded a high of nearly 29 degrees Celsius on Thursday and 27 degrees Celsius on Friday, which was more than 5 degrees Celsius above seasonal for this time of year, according to Meteo France. A cold front slid across the English Channel to start the weekend, sending temperatures plummeting in short order as it pushed over northern France. The lift of the cold front, combined with the instability of the warm...
So you see, hey, bring them scriptures out you had also in the
Yes, sir.
Hey, this hadn't happened. This hadn't happened in like 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
I said
Fire.
Paris experienced a hailstorm. This event would have been the most recent instance in Paris before hail in Paris region before May 3rd. Additionally, there were severe hailstorms in June 2022, 2025. So this hadn't happened in 3 years.
All right.
So it ain't no coincidence.
Yep.
Fire. All praises. Hey, yeah, go to 2nd Ezra chapter 16, because like Cap said, hey, Deacon Malachi brought out the word. You know what I'm saying? He gave his word. He said, mark my words. This is they're showing you that these are the prophets back on the earth. He already knew what the Lord was going to do. Hey, read 2nd Ezra 16 and start at verse 14.
Yes, sir. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 14.
Yes, sir.
Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
Right. It says the plagues are sent. I'm a quick little story. I was showing my kids this on the TV earlier today, and I was showing my daughters how it was hell. She was like, "Daddy, is that the same thing that happened to Egypt?" I was like, "Yes, this is the plagues. The Lord is jacking up the nations." Right. Go ahead, read on.
Yes, sir. Verse 15.
Yep.
The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till I consume the foundation of the earth.
Right, jump to verse 16, 17 is what we want.
Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plague that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
Right, because this is of the Lord's hand, of the Lord's doing. Read on.
Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?
Right, jump to verse 19. So the Lord is showing us what happens when you deal with the children of Israel, right? You have France that banned us, dissolved us from keeping the commandments, from keeping the Sabbath days, right? From observing our laws. The prophets send up the prayers, the children of Israel, the righteous, right? Now let's see what the Lord did. Read that.
Verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Right, they're sent as scourges for amendment, meaning what? As repayment to those that affect God's people, to those that harm the children of Israel. So that's what we're seeing. All praise to the Most High. You can read verse 20 as well.
Yes, sir. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness.
Right, go ahead.
Nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Right, so as you continue to see, these things are going to continually happen as we pray to the Lord for avengement of our enemies. But Esau will continue to show their wickedness until the Lord destroys them forever. All praises to the Most High.
That's right. Play the next one. So this happened the week before.
Major power outage in Europe yesterday knocked out electricity in Spain, Portugal, and parts of France, disrupting the lives of millions. They're trying to restore it now. Chief Foreign Correspondent Ian Pannell has the story. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, good morning, George. That's right. We're hearing that power is starting to be restored to all of those countries, people heading back to work, back to school. But it's been a period of unprecedented blackouts, shutdowns, and major...
Unprecedented.
Yes, sir.
So we had hell. Hell was one of the plagues, right?
Yep, that's
then
it.
the Most High brought darkness on the earth again. Yep. They thought they was like, nah, we got lights now. He can't do that today. Okay, watch this.
Hell no.
Go ahead, press play.
Overnight, emergency workers rushing to return power to millions after a massive outage hit Spain, Portugal, and parts of southern France. Overnight, cheers in Madrid, power finally returning after a day of disruption. Spain declaring a national emergency, the sudden outage bringing traffic to a standstill. Trains halted on their tracks, 35,000 commuters needing to be evacuated. First responders racing to rescue people trapped in elevators. Some seen carrying this woman up to a 6th-floor apartment in her wheelchair. Airports in both Spain and Portugal filled with long lines as travellers were stranded for hours, like these passengers from Oregon.
You could see a lot of things got backed up all of a sudden when they must have canceled a bunch of flights at one time.
The outage causing the Madrid Open tennis tournament to be suspended. US star Coco Gauff caught off mid-sentence when the power went out, posting this video showing a darkened locker room.
All it is just the emergency light right here. But over here, no power where the showers are.
So now the investigation begins into what caused this unprecedented crash. Good news for tennis fans. The Madrid Open is going to be back on, and Coco Gauff back on court. Guys,
So that's just parts of France, right? I looked it up. So the whole France had a major blackout in 1978. So this is parts of France, right? Look at his parts. Additionally, in 2006, an overloaded power network in Germany caused electricity cuts across parts of France. So not since 2006, since parts of France had a blackout.
Right.
Wow.
Yep.
Ain't no coincidence.
19 years.
Hey, and y'all know what happens. Y'all ever seen those UFO videos?
Yeah.
What happens when the UFOs come over all the power goes out?
Yep.
It's always a power. So this is just a small taste. What's going to happen when the Lord invade America, the world with his troops, and all the power go out? It's going to be over with. I'm telling y'all don't understand. That's why they call it the Most High, the King of Terrors. Give me that wisdom, Solomon.
That's right.
16 and start at verse 15.
Yes, sir.
Understand, this is judgment. This is judgment. Yeah, you can put it on the screen. Y'all can put that video on the screen.
Panicking.
All right. This is small. This is something small. Just let it play while we read the scripture. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16 and verse 15. But it is not possible to escape thine hand.
It's not possible to escape the judgment. When you touch the apple of the Lord's eyes, understand judgment is coming. Read.
For the ungodly.
For the what?
For the ungodly.
These people are ungodly. How ungodly are they? That they banned the Bible. They said fringes is a problem. Dressing modestly is a problem. Keeping the Sabbath day is a problem. The Frenchman is ungodly. Read.
That denied to know thee.
They what?
That denied to know thee.
Because how do you know God? By keeping the commandments. Read.
Right.
Were scourged by the strength.
They were what?
They were scourged by the strength of thine arm.
They were scourged by the strength of the Lord's arm. Taking your power, sending down hailstorms. Read.
With strange rains.
With what?
With strange rains.
With strange rains. They said it ain't been that hot. Then it came cold the next day, and what happened?
Hails.
What?
Hails.
Hails. Whenever you see hail, you should get a little alert. The Lord don't send down hail every day.
Right.
Most of the time you see
not that
rain.
big either. Not that big.
You see rain, you see snow, you see thunder, you see lightning. Those are kind of normal. When you see hail, understand that's the Most High God in action. Read.
Hails and showers.
Read.
Were they persecuted?
Hold on, were they what?
Were they persecuted?
You can't. How you gonna fight against hail? How you gonna fight against fire?
Right.
That's why these other nations talking about we violent. We ain't got to be violent.
Right.
Because our God is the creator of violence.
That's right.
When he used the earth against you, how you gonna fight against that?
Elements.
Right. When you shoot a missile up in the air, he just swallowed up with the sky. What you gonna do? The element just compress it. Boom.
Right.
It's gone. Y'all ever seen Magneto? You try to he just folds stuff up.
Effortless.
That's how the Most High gonna do to his weapons.
That's right.
Trying to shoot guns you gonna try to shoot gun at the Most High?
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
Were they persecuted that they could not avoid?
They can't avoid it. Read.
And through fire were they consumed.
And fire they gonna be consumed. Read.
For which is most to be wondered at? The fire had more force in the water that quencheth all things.
That quencheth all things. This the key part.
For the world fighteth for the righteous.
Hold on. For what?
For the world fighteth for the righteous.
The world fights for the righteous. So we don't gotta be violent.
Right.
You know, you got a boss that just sit back and he let his minions handle stuff.
Right.
That's us. The world, the elements, the sun, the moon, the stars. That's what's fighting for us. As it always has been.
Right.
Remember, Egypt. Frogs is the earth. Plagues is the earth. The blood in the water is the earth.
Flies.
Darkness, flies. That's what the Most High gonna use the most basic things. Because remember, all their technology, they just try to mirror what the elements of the earth already does.
Right.
But you can't do it.
The meteorologist couldn't track that
There
one.
you go. There you go. So all praise to the Most High.
That's a whole new level, Cap, to power with God.
Right.
Israel.
There you go.
Woo.
There you go.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is